Hey guys, I'm Andrew McComb and welcome to Web3 TV. In today's video, I'm with Drishti, the co-founder and CTO of Crowdpad. And we're going to discuss Crowdpad and how it's revolutionizing the social token and social community space in Web3. But before we do, make sure you register to watch every episode of Web3 TV here, where we share inspiring stories of all things Web3, making a difference to the world. All sorted? Okay, let's go. Drishti, you are the Chief Technology Officer and co-founder of Crowdpad, a tokenized community building tool curated for the everyday creator to monetize themselves, essentially. So tell us, how did this incredible journey into helping shape the future of both the creator economy and the social, powered by Web3, begin?
So this journey began, we actually started with a completely different idea. So my co-founder Joel and I, we'd started working a couple of years ago, and we're actually in a completely different space. Where we were like really worried about that time was female founders were only getting like 3% of funding, which is kind of ridiculous to think that the state of that is still 3%. So what we're working on is a crowdfunding platform, because if you make the investors more diverse, you make sure like the people getting it are also like a bit more diversified. So we're working on like crowdfunding mobile application initially, and then when we started, we got like another developer on, and we started looking at like smart contracts for crowdfunding. And then from there, we just kind of went into this Web3 rabbit hole and started discovering like so many different use cases for blockchain and like the power of Web3. And that's when we discovered social tokens. And we were thinking about like how this can help entrepreneurs as well, since that was like kind of the line we were focused on at that time. And then as we did more and more research, we just realized how much this can help anyone creating anything out there. So that includes entrepreneurs themselves as well still, or just like anyone who's creating content out there, even like a brand or community, a group that has like a target or like a goal they want to achieve. There are just so many use cases for social tokens. And as we got into that more, we're like, this is what we should build. And that's kind of how the journey had begun, and that we got inspired to get into the space.
Amazing. So tell us about Crowdpad. What does it actually do?
So Crowdpad enables creators to monetize from day one. What you can do is come onto our platform and launch your own social token, basically launch your own community that uses that token to be able to provide different books. So you can provide your members, your token holders, access to different kind of books. This could be like a one-on-one session with you. It could be discounted merch, access to IRL events or online events, free courses, whatever you want to provide. You can provide them as books to your token holders, and then you can give them like access to different kind of events as well. And at the same time, what you can do is provide different, what we call challenges. So you can, suppose if you want people to contribute towards a video, or if you're looking for a particular role, like to edit your videos or pictures or anything that you're looking for, you can put out like this challenge for people to do. Or it can be something much smaller as well, like literally anything that you want others in your community to do, and then you can reward them in your social token. So the members are really getting rewarded for their contributions as well in that social token, and what that enables is a further sense of loyalty and for the like incentivization to continue providing, and like because you're genuinely getting rewarded for your contribution, because as the creator grows, the value of that social token grows, and if you're holding it, you're benefiting from it. So it's really about bringing everyone, the creator and the members, all together with like a shared mission and goal to be able to for all of them to benefit from.
Sounds amazing. Who's it for? Like who is your ideal client?
Just like anyone who's creating content or like providing value right now to a group of people. they can come and launch their own social token, host their community, everything they want to do, they can do it on our on the app itself. So we're just trying to make it as easy as possible. So if you're like putting out podcasts, if you're a musician, if you are a lifestyle blogger, if you're literally it's endless opportunities for everyone. So as long as you're ready to put in the work, you're providing value to a group of other people, this is free.
Sounds incredible. Like, I'm thinking sporting teams, I'm thinking associations, I'm thinking charities, I'm thinking entrepreneurs, as you mentioned, with bloggers, content creators. Any form of business could literally have it, couldn't they? If they've got a community, they want to put out a token associated with the community and then offer value in return for something that's coming back from the members. I just find that incredible. You mentioned earlier about the inspiration of being 3% female getting investment, but do you have a deeper inspiration behind the whole project that's, I guess, really important to you?
Yeah, another part of this is also that as more of the younger generation comes in, a lot of them say what they want to do is be like a YouTube star or be a content creator. But right now, the money you're making from it is only 1% of YouTubers actually make a living wage, which is not a lot at all. So what are we setting up the future generations for if most of them want to do something like this? It's just about being able to use what you're passionate about to actually make money and pay the bills. How do you bring those two together? And I just think that is so crucial right now, because the more we used to sitting in that 9 to 5 or something, working for someone else, you're not, if it's what you're passionate, it's great. But generally, if you're passionate about something that's in this creator economy space, how are you making money? So we just want to bridge that gap. And yeah, that's why it's super important to us.
Well, you've inspired me, that's for sure. I certainly think we could use it for Web3 TV and the community that we have. How is it different to other existing social media platforms that exist already? You mentioned that only 1% essentially say on YouTube are making a real living from it because all the money's going to YouTube and Google. But yeah, how is it? How's it different?
Yeah, so generally the platforms make the most money. They decide how much money the creators get, and then at the same time the consumers don't get any monetary reward for the time they're putting into a platform as well. You're basically all completely depend on the platform and what they decide. So if they decide today to demonetize something and it's what you use as a creator, you have to come up with a completely new approach to the way you do things, which we think is really unfair. You don't have any control over the way over the decisions made by the platform. You're completely dependent on what they decide, and you have to just roll with it, kind of. So whereas on Web3, you have more control over and ownership over everything. So as the creator themselves, as members of the community, as you hold a social token, you actually own a part of that community. You get rewarded for it as the price changes or not. And at the same time, you can take this group to anywhere you go, because that social token will always be on chain. So no one can ever change that. No one can ever take that away from you, because as long as the members hold the wallet, they own the tokens that are in it, you can go anywhere and you always have it. Whereas as a content creator on any other platform, if you go to another platform, you have to start all over again. You have to gain the followers all over again. So you're completely they're all separate, basically. So it's completely different on Web3, where we're trying to get it to be more interconnected as well. And we're just giving you ownership back. And I think that's really key there.
Yeah, it sounds like it's more of a freedom tool or a freedom fighting tool for creators. It gives them the autonomy, the ownership, the control, obviously the support of their community, and also reciprocating with the rewards for the community. Have you also noticed that it's like your platform, Crowdpad, is actually allowing creators to make a difference to the world because of that autonomy and control, etc., in a bigger way again? Have you got business use cases that are making significant differences to the world?
So our platform we're right now kind of just testing things out. We have a lot of creators in our pipeline that will be launching tokens soon as we go public. So yeah, you'll definitely see a lot more of this moving forward, very soon.
Yeah, I guess the reason for me asking the question is I just can totally see how, say, a charity with an existing following can typically people give and they don't expect to receive, right? In a charity situation, they just want to make sure that their donation of whatever it is goes to the right cause. But this is a great way for charities to engage with their audience even better, isn't it? So that they can, I guess, and I don't say this in a bad way, extract more value from their members to then be able to give even more to the charity. So that's sort of just the reason I asked that question, because there's especially in that niche, that there's certainly a tool that could be used to do an even better job. That would be my understanding.
Yeah, for sure. So to elaborate on that a bit more is, suppose a charity launches their own DAO, which has a social token. And as you do invest in that charity, you buy that token. And then there can be a governing, a core team that kind of decides what to do, or you can be a part of that as well. And you can be part of that decision-making process, because what they can do is let everyone who holds the token vote on decisions. So it gives you more ownership, decision-making power on how a certain charity or the DAO is being run. And at the same time, you can then also check the transactions. You can check how the money was used. There's just more transparency and trust as well. So with social tokens, overall, what you're getting is trust, transparency, decision-making power, and ownership.
Brilliant. And so you've inspired me to create a social token and social community outside of the traditional social networks for Web3 TV. So why would I choose Crowdpad over another provider?
So there are other platforms where you can launch your own social token, but a lot of them are on web, or all you kind of do is launch your own social token, and then you have to go on Discord to suppose host the community, to just communicate with each other basically. And then if there's decision making involved, you'll need a multi-sig, which basically is how everyone approves a decision. So if someone puts out a proposal, then everyone needs to approve it. And then you would need something called a multi-sig to do that. So that's hosted on a completely different thing. What we're doing is getting everything on one platform on your mobile to make it as easy as possible to be a part of a community and be a part of multiple communities and be able to actually check in on what's happening in each one of them, because it's super easy from your phone. Whereas if you have to be a part of multiple communities that are using Discord or something else, they're all in separate parts, and you have to check on them separately, which can be a lot of work. So what we're doing is getting them all on your phone in a simple way where you can just go through all of them with ease. Yeah, so that's why we think Crowdpad is the one to use. We're getting everything in one place, making it as easy and user-friendly as possible. We're also educating on the way. So we have our own Crowdpad Academy, where you can kind of learn all about Web3 and different things through our educational arm, basically. Yeah.
Very nice. So how do I start with Crowdpad?
You need to download the app and then create an account and launch your own token. It's a few simple questions that we ask you, literally just your community name, your what you want to call your token, and give us a little bio, and your social tokens launch. After that, what you can do is put different perks in there. So what kind of perks do you want to provide to your community? You can list that. You can put up events. You can put up challenges that I was speaking about earlier as well, where you can reward your members in your social capital for doing a certain task. And then you can like do polls to kind of get more information from them so you can decide what to do next as well. There's a lot of tooling that we offer on the app, but like launching the social tokens is like a simple form, basically.
Wow. So once I get clarity on that, and obviously you've got the academy to help me or the questions to help, can I also have a consultation with you, or is it just all done like virtually? And then if so, then you take care of the implementation and putting me out into the social token realm and social community realm.
Yeah, so you can do everything on your phone itself when it comes to launching the token, but if you need any help at all, you can reach out to us, and we're there to like support you, take you through the process, answer any questions you need. And on the other hand as well, you can like launch the social token. If you have any like feedback from us, sign up, do like a product feedback session. We're more than happy because we're continuously trying to listen to what creators and members genuinely want, and we keep iterating from there. So we're continuously making changes based on what everyone's asking for as well. So like feel free to reach out to us. Yeah.
Well, Drishti, you're a wealth of knowledge in the social token, social community space. We really appreciate it. If anyone wants to know more, we'll leave a link in the description below for Crowdpad, and we will certainly have you back on the show. You've been fantastic, and I'm sure many people have got many more questions for you. And I personally, on behalf of myself and Peter, can't wait to get Web3 TV up there as well with their own social token and our social community. So thank you so much, Drishti. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for taking the time. It was great talking to you, and I'm gonna hold you to it. I'm waiting to see the Web3 TV token.
Well, there it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Web3 TV episode. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below. And remember, if you'd like to watch every episode of Web3 TV, visit the link below or subscribe to our channel. And remember to hit the bell icon so that we can notify you every time a new episode is released. I'm Andrew McComb, and I look forward to sharing more inspiring Web3 TV episodes, making a difference to the world. I'll see you soon.